Hey there, it's Mark Koep here at the RVX show in Salt Lake City. Super excited to be here. We're at the Campground of the Future booth with KOA, so I wanted to show you the Campground of the Future as seen through them. So they have, actually give you a shot of it. So this is the booth display here at the Campground of the Future. Give you a little pan. You can see they have these freestanding kiosks right there, and a backspace, and these monitors are on these kiosks. So now let's take a closer look at one of these monitors. And if you don't want to stick around and watch the whole thing, you can actually go online and see this yourself. So the site is, let me see if I get that, campthefuture.com. And you can go in here and see all the different types of camping areas that they have. We'll pop into coastal, for example. Let's actually pop that out. So it's already open here, so I'm going to pop into the coastal. And here is a coastal campsite. You can tour it. It's a virtual experience, very much like the videos we make. You can zoom in, zoom out, and look around the room. So this would be inside of one of the cabins. You notice it's underwater. So the thought there is that people can go underwater. It's an underwater cabin, so you can explore that. Kind of cool. I imagine the site build fee will be a bit higher than your normal site build fee. And it'll pop out. So these little KOA icons will take you around the resort. You can explore. You touch on the info icon, and it'll pop up the information on what they're talking about. So again, we're at RVX. This is the Campground of the Future booth by KOA, and giving you a quick look at this stuff that's going to be on display here. As you can see, they're showing the Campground of the Future, what they see it would be. All these KOA icons you can click on. If you want to see more, go to campthefuture.com. If somebody can type that in for me, I'd appreciate it. campthefuture.com. You type the KOA icon, and it takes you to the different spots. So as you can see, you're touring around this area. I'm doing two things at once. I'm trying to film and touch the screen all at the same time. So there's one idea. They have a camping pantry. A customized camping pantry can be stocked in advance of the camper's arrival with supplies and food and delivered to the site. This is a causeway out on the water. Actually, I can give you an overhead view of it. I just thought it was kind of cool. So this is actually built out on the water. There's a walking path out near here. But as you can see, it's almost like a rendering that you get from an architectural firm on what an RV park could look like if it's the Campground of the Future. What's this? So the automated delivery machine. That might be easier than golf carts. So you can see the automated delivery machine right there. People riding out here. The RVs are right there along the water. And here's another icon. Let's pop on that. RV campsite. So it's a new camping causeway. So it actually goes out in the water and allows people to stay out on the water in their campers. Actually, what I'll do is, and this is what I've been doing when I've been touring these things, is you can drop in here, kind of zoom out a little bit, go up. Where is it at? I want to get to an overhead view. There's an overhead view. There we go. Let's pop over here. Oh, back underwater. So let's see. So we'll hop out of here. So they got that coastal one. They have a desert scenery, and I'm actually already set up here in the overhead. So this will be very useful. So touchscreen's a little bit awkward. It's a little bit off. So let me switch hands. Come on, silly monitor. So we're in the desert here. So if your site's in the desert, you could look like this. And there we go. Now we're looking at the Campground of the Future in the desert. And you can dig into this again, campthefuture.com. So you can see we've got a solar array here. So we've got a solar power array and shade structure. There's another one over here with the RVs parked underneath it. You've got, let's see what we got here. A dog park, an off-leash dog park. The bouncing pillow. So those of you investing in bouncing pillows, the KOA sees that as the future. We can pop down now and see one of the areas down here. There we go. Okay, I thought this was kind of a cool setup. So this is, as you can see, it's kind of a community area with like a shade structure. And these are pet sites. So meaning you'll notice there's a fenced area around that site and the rigs are inside of it. So you basically have an off-leash area for your pet. Your pet can be off-leash. I thought that was kind of cool. And that's something you can actually implement now. And so the way these are set up is they're built into the natural terrain with a centralized fire pit with a chimney, which would help on burns. So that would be a nice feature to keep smoke down and fire risk down. We'll zoom around here. Let's see what we got. A natural playground. So these are actually built into the landscape, so utilizing the rocks in the area. Bounce up here real fast. We got an electric vehicle charging station. I know some of you already have this now. I hope this is fun. Again, campthefuture.com if you want to see more on your own. This is in existence now at the Tucson KOA. These are solar structures over the camping site. So it provides shade in the desert and also produces electricity. So you got your charging areas here. I'll let the thing do its pan. There's that off-leash dog area. Bouncing pillow over in the distance there. Actually, let's go back. We'll bounce back up to our overhead perch up here. I'm finding that that's the easiest way to kind of get around. So it'll work. Okay, so then they have desert, now we have forest. I actually haven't toured this one yet. So there's that delivery bot again. So I'm sure you'll see that at the convention coming up here pretty soon. Let's see, we got some cabins built into the woods. So Deluxe Cabins built into the wooded area. These are nice cabins. Actually, they're on display right there next to us here. So that's not the future, that's now. These are those tent things that you saw at ARVC this year. Hop over here. Hope you're enjoying this. This is what they're calling for. So again, campthefuture.com if you want to see more. Tree houses. So tree houses up in the trees. That's a cool idea. I know people are doing that now, and you know, really driving guests in. So let's pop over here. Look at touch screen. So this is an info pedestal. So digital pedestals will provide each camper with direct access to campground staff, offer information about the area, allow campers to order food, firewood, or other supplies to be delivered to their site, and also keep campers apprised of campground offerings and events. So that would be a kiosk, and it's part of the hookup structure for that site. So kind of cool. Again, ping me a little bit if I move the camera out of the way. I'm trying to navigate and move the camera at the same time. So let's see here. We got an upper deck, an elevated patio. Patio site towers will offer campers a ground level view, environmentally friendly to look around. And again, they're going outside the box here. There's a traditional trailer right there. Stop moving. Stop moving. So traditional trailer there. They've got an elevated public area or elevated pad area on wood with a fire pit in the middle. That's kind of a nice look. Got a really good public area. Bounce over here. So now we're back in a communal area with the camping pantry again that we saw over in the other one. So that one is forest. Now let's go check out mountain. So good, I did start this one up at the top. So we're up in the mountain area, and you can see, I think the big feature on the mountain one that they're showing is the terrace patios for the back end sites overlooking the overhang there. I don't know if you can see that or make that out, but that's kind of neat. You know, a neat concept. I don't know if zoning would approve that, but it's a neat concept nonetheless. So we'll bounce down into that site level. Okay, so here we are on one of the camping terrace. Kim can chime in on this one. I don't know what the insurance would be like on this one. You'd have to have like an escape parachute here or something to grab people, but it's still kind of cool. I mean, look at that view. I'd love to camp there. That'd be neat. You can, again, if you're here, jump up to the high level there, and that kind of gives you a bird's eye view that you can jump around. And so I'm back around, so I'm going to go up to here. All right, so now we're looking back at the clubhouse area. I thought this was cool. I'm going to jump down to here real fast. So as you can see, this is on top of the clubhouse itself, or of your office, really, is a public area on the roof. So utilizing, this is an efficient use of space. It's something that I don't see utilized at a lot of parks, but it's actually a good idea, putting a common area up on the roof. Obviously, you need to make sure the roof can support it, but that was a smart design feature. And it's the camp store, atop the camp store building is a public area. So pretty neat little design attribute there. Pop down to here. Okay, we are in a cabin. So this is a cabin overlooking the area. And you can jump around, back out. Now we are flying above the campground. I don't know where this is supposed to be at, but it's that's an RV site with amazing scenery. But your guess is as good as mine as where this is supposed to be. It's just somewhere. Bounce back up there. Okay, information. Deluxe Cabins. Obviously, Deluxe Cabins are a big part. These are the similar design Deluxe Cabins. Back down to here. Look around. So that's mountain. The other one they have is urban. So I actually have not toured this one either. This is the urban campground area. So we're in a cityscape here. Let's hit the info boxes first. So a dog park, fenced-in dog park. We got a roadway out there. So food trucks, bringing in local food trucks, provide guests with a variety of eating choices. This is actually a good idea that you could implement now if you're looking for ways to get people out there. Actually scheduling an event and bringing people in to be part of, bringing food trucks in to be part of your activity. So that's a really good idea right there. We got public transit, looks at what RV Showcase. Local RV dealers will showcase various RV models. We're actually doing this with an RV resort in 2 weeks out in Florida. So we'll see how that goes. But good idea, kind of tying in the marketing and education. So here we go. A group education area will provide space for nature talks, interactive demonstrations, all intended for outdoor space. So that's pretty neat. Did I click on this one yet? Yep, dog park. Okay, I got that one. Okay, so let's take a pan around. Again, if you're touring this, go to campthefuture.com. I've been starting up at a higher view because it's kind of giving me an easier way to jump around. So we'll jump down to this level. We got a water park here, or a water feature for the dogs. I think parents might like, or dog owners would be more thrilled with that than kids. That's funny. So we got a water area for the dogs, and we're in an urban setting, almost like a park setting. Okay, let's bounce over here. What do we got? Cabin areas. So we got cabin areas, little tent sites there. And again, the point of this is not to say they're building this, is to get the conversation going on what could potentially happen. Bounce over to this spot. Got info. There's one of those little lawn bots. Now, this is something I guarantee you most of you would want, as long as it's smart. Something that automatically cuts your grass. KOA, that's a good thought there. Zip lining. This would be a good way to get rid of customers that are bugging you. You can send them off on a zip line. Right across the city. I think these are, up on the hillside, it looks like they got tent camping pods up on the top of the hillside, I call it, up on top of the buildings. This is more like a park. This is interesting. What do we got here? Info box. A dog park? Back to the dog park. Okay, bounce up. Okay, so that is the campground of the future. We are here partnering with them. I'm trying to get out and show you. It's pretty immersive. I've been on here for about 45 minutes now, so you can really spend some time digging into the whole campground of the future. But go to campthefuture.com. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Post any questions below. I'll be here for the next 2 days and happy to go around. If you want to take a look around the floor, there's about 5,000 people in attendance. We're here at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, and a whole bunch of industry and manufacturers are here. So I hope you enjoy that tour. And my real point is to help you kind of get some ideas on what you can do in your parks to go to the next level. And this is what KOA is showing as what they believe is the next level, or the future. So campthefuture.com. Mark Koep, talk to you later.